Have you ever given a woman a compliment and it just fell flat? You meant well, maybe even thought it was sweet, but something about it just didn't land. You saw the polite smile, maybe a quick thank you, and then silence. But then maybe once you said something without even thinking, and her whole face lit up. Her body leaned in, her eyes locked with yours, and something shifted in the air between you. That moment was real. And that right there is what we're diving into today. Not just any compliments. The kind of words that break through walls, that make her feel seen, that stay with her long after you've said them. The kind of compliments that make a woman fall. Not just for the words, but for you. Because here's the truth most guys miss. A compliment isn't about flattery. It's not about saying something nice to get something in return. A real compliment, one that hits deep, is about understanding her, seeing something in her that she might not even see in herself, and then reflecting it back to her like a mirror she didn't know she needed. That kind of connection, it's rare, and when a woman feels it, it's unforgettable. Let me tell you about a moment I'll never forget. Years ago, I was at a friend's housewarming party. Nothing fancy, just some good music, backyard vibes, people talking, laughing. And there was this woman, quiet at first, kind of tucked into the edge of the crowd. She wasn't trying to be the center of attention. In fact, she seemed like she'd rather not be noticed. But I couldn't help but notice her. She had this thoughtful look in her eyes, like she was observing the world and writing poetry in her mind. Not literally, maybe, but her presence felt deep, still. I walked over, struck up a conversation. We talked about books, travel, her work. She was a school counselor. The way she talked about the kids, man, it was like you could feel how much she cared. And I remember saying without even thinking, you have this calm strength, like people feel safer just being near you. She paused, looked right at me, and in that moment, something shifted. She later told me, months later, that no one had ever said something like that to her, that she'd heard she was pretty or smart or kind, but that sentence, that compliment, it stuck, because it wasn't just about what I saw, it was about who she was. Here's the thing, most guys are taught to compliment what's obvious. Her hair, her smile, her outfit, and sure, those things are nice, but they're surface level, and surface compliments don't build emotional connection. They don't stir the soul. Women, like anyone, crave to be seen beneath the surface. They want to be understood beyond what meets the eye. When you compliment her mind, her values, her energy, her way of moving through the world, you're tapping into something deeper than attraction. You're creating emotional gravity. And emotional gravity, that's what makes a woman fall. It's not about manipulation. It's not about saying things just to get close. It's about genuine connection, about noticing what others miss, about speaking to the part of her that maybe no one else takes the time to see. Let me tell you another story. This one from a coaching client of mine. We'll call him Josh. Josh was your classic nice guy, always respectful, always polite, always saying the right thing, but he kept ending up in the friend zone every single time. One night we were out at this lounge, nothing wild, just smooth jazz and soft lighting, and Josh meets this woman named Camille. She's got this bold energy, artsy, opinionated, sharp-witted. They start talking, and I can tell he's nervous. He's about to compliment her earrings or her smile, again, surface level. So I nudge him. Quietly I whisper, "Tell her what you notice that isn't obvious." He pauses, then says, "You strike me as the kind of woman who challenges the world just by being in it." She went silent, not because she was offended, but because it hit her, right in the core. They ended up dating for over a year. That one sentence, that was the spark. See, there's something powerful about language when it's used with precision and care. Compliments that truly resonate do one thing. They reflect back a woman's inner world. When a woman hears, you make people feel heard, or there's something grounding about your presence, or you have a fire in you. That's contagious, even when you're quiet. She's not just hearing words. She's feeling understood. And that's where real emotional attraction lives. Not in charm, not in cheesy pickup lines, but in presence, in paying attention. And look, it's not about being smooth all the time. Some of the most powerful compliments are awkward, stumbled out, unscripted. What matters is the truth behind them. Women can feel that authenticity, that honesty. Most guys are so focused on trying to impress, they forget to observe. They're caught up in saying something good. They miss the chance to say something true. They focus on what they want to say instead of what she needs to hear. But when you shift your attention, when you actually slow down, listen, notice, you start seeing things others don't. The way she lights up when she talks about something she loves, the way she softens when she's being real, the way her laugh changes when she's genuinely at ease. Those are the moments you speak to, not with flattery, but with presence. So here's what I want you to try, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Next time you're talking to a woman, whether it's someone new or someone you've known for years, listen differently. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Really listen, watch, observe. And when something about her moves you, say it. Don't dress it up. Don't try to be poetic, just be real. Say, you make things feel lighter when you're around. Say, the way you care about people, it's rare and it matters. Say, I admire how honest you are, even when it's uncomfortable. Because those aren't just compliments, they're mirrors. And every woman, every person wants to be seen in a way that makes them feel whole. So yeah, there are compliments that make women fall. But it's not a script. It's not a formula. It's not about finding the magic line. It's about seeing her. It's about speaking to the part of her the world overlooks. The part that doesn't get 100 likes on Instagram. The part that's quiet or complicated or unsure. And when you speak to that, with warmth, with truth, with no agenda, something happens. Walls drop. Trust begins. And maybe, just maybe, that's when something real begins. Not because you're chasing her, but because you took the time to understand her. That's the real power behind a compliment. And that's the moment she starts to fall, not just for what you said, but for who you are.